Hello, guys. Today I would like to share an LLC that I received by watching Claudia Designs by Claudia. Um, so she showed us how to do, excuse me, she showed us how to do a three-piece, quick, easy gift for blankets. So I decided I was going to do a LLC for her because that was an excellent idea for me, and I had a couple of the blankets that you put on, wearable blankets, and some slippers, and I said, you know what, I need to make room in my inventory, so that's what I did. Uh, so in this video, I'm in the process of making two, and forgive me for how I sound because this is my first voiceover, and I've kind of been on the computer trying to figure out how to do it, so my voice is kind of cracking. But anyway, I had fun doing this, and I'm so glad that Claudia, Designs by Claudia, I may not be saying her name right. I was going to write it down, but I didn't. But anyway, I'm a faithful subscriber to her. I watch all her videos. She's my inspiration, and I just thought it would be fun for me to try my hand at one of her designs. And that's my first time using this foam board. I know she used a lot of it. And I said, I want to try that. I'm not good at cutting things, but she's inspired me to the point to action. And so I just thought it would be good. I got up this morning feeling good and looking for my coffee. But hold on just a minute. So anyway, I decided to try my hand at it. I'm new at the basket community, making baskets, and I was inspired by a few ladies. I like JCD, Hope. I like her. She's one of my favorites. LBE is one of my favorites. And Miss Claudia is one of my favorites. So, by no means am I trying to take somebody's design. But I know Miss Claudia, she always say, use it if you need to or whatever. She doesn't mind. So, I'm just paying homage to her today to let her know that she is one of my biggest inspirers, and I love how she put her baskets together and just make it so beautiful. She take her time, and I'm able to follow her step by step. And I know, we have to put our own twist to it and everything, but so this is what I decided to do today. Because I said every day I'm going to make a video. So this is one of my first, if not my first video since I said that. And what I found out, you just have to make time to do what you need to do. Editing videos is not fun. I tried to do Canva. Canva wouldn't let me upload this video. It was too long. Then I had to make my thumbnail. Then I had to finally give in and go to CapCut. And they're all right, but I really like uploading my videos to YouTube, just straight to YouTube, and then, but I don't think you can edit there as much. You can add things, but you can't take things out. So anyway, I'm looking at how long it's taking this video, but anyway, I'm probably going to shorten it a little bit. I tried to shorten it here in CapCut, but it shortened my video way down, and I was like, I'm not making a short, I'm making a video, so I had to come back in. Then I realized, okay, I don't have any sound, so now I have to do a voiceover. So, but I'm enjoying the process, and it's good. I look from where I am now to where I was a year ago. I have really learned a lot. So it's time for me to start putting things in action that I've learned and continue to learn things that I don't know yet. But with these ladies, like LB, she's always coming with something that, she does things that, I hadn't thought about. I said, oh, okay. She's one of my greatest teachers in the community. And I love all three of them. Hope, she's something. She's a piece of work, but I am too, and that's why I love her. I love Miss Claudia because she's just so sweet. She has a beautiful spirit. LB make me laugh a lot. Plus, I get most of my information from LB. And I hope she just keep it real, and that's why I love her. So we can be twins. We can be twins in that aspect. So, but anyway, I'm just having fun. Now, I don't remember if Claudia hot glued hers, but I said, okay, I'm going to try this. But I end up putting it on a plate. And because I made the base, that's the base right there, and I made it too small for the wearable blanket, because the wearable blanket is bigger, I think, than a throw of something. I don't know. I had to roll it up. I had to fight it like a bear, and I finally got it tied up, and so anyway, I'm getting ahead of this video, but just talking about the process of keeping your word, and getting on here and making a video. And I still didn't come full screen. I didn't put myself on the video today, but I'm like, I was so motivated to make these blanket concepts from Miss Claudia. I was like, let me get started early. So I had my little meditation going on, and then I ate breakfast. And I said, well, let me get started on it because I don't want to not do it today. And you see right there, the hot glue is really not. I don't have anything to put that in for the hot glue to set. So I just had to prop it up like that. So once I learn how to add music to this here, I probably will. I probably can stop it right here to add the music, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to leave it alone. Y'all just got to deal with me talking until I get tired of talking. Then I may find out how to put this music on here. Like I said, I tried to speed it up, but it sped up and cut out a whole lot. I was like, oh no. So maybe on my next video, it'll be better. And this is really taking a long time for this right here. I may cut it down once I get my voice in. Because I believe when he tried to clip my video, it couldn't follow my voice because there wasn't no voice on there. I like to work with music, so I had to turn my volume all the way down so I could record and listen to my music without getting, in trouble with YouTube. I work best when I flow with my music, and it make the time go by faster. So yeah, I'm applying the tape to the corners to try to help stabilize the bottom. Yeah, but but it's still gonna lean until I can either put something there, or, you know, put the plate up under there or something. So, YouTube is a learning process, At this point, I don't have time to let nothing stop me. Just got to keep going. Nobody's perfect and nothing's perfect. I'm letting you know right there, I'm making 2 of those. So now I'm starting the second one. Yeah, and I had to stop. I was trying to shorten the video by stopping it and then picking it back up once I got to a certain spot. I was hoping that may help. But I do need to make some long videos anyway. I love making shorts. You just pop them in, it's no problem. Add your music, your text, and you're done. But since I've spent all this time studying how to do the long form videos, I said, well, it's time for me to get busy with that. So right there, I'm making another base for the second one. And forgive me if y'all can hear the lawnmowers out there. Right when I'm recording, they decide to come close to my home, so I don't know. Okay. So I'm done with the base, and I'm going to do the top part of it. I don't know what the video was doing just then. Yeah, I can definitely speed this up. I'll do it once I'm done recording my voice. But so I picked that paper for, I said, well, maybe, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So maybe I'll be doing some street vending. So that's why I decided to pick the pink. And the blanket is tan. So I thought that was pretty good. Yep, but Miss Claudia helped me because I'm like, what am I going to do? I got blankets. I got the wearable blanket. I had 2 of them, and I have the slippers. But I was like, I don't want to really put too much with that. But honey, so when I saw her do that concept the other day, I was like, that's it. That's what I'm going to do with those. Plus, it'll free up some space in my inventory closet. And when I say it's a closet, it is a closet. After the Hobby Lobby haul and the Dollar General penny sale before that, and what else? Pop Chef recently, and some other hauls I think I did. I found a few of them at Walmart. Oh yeah, the toy haul, Bubbles and all of that. Well, I don't have any more inventory room. So doing this concept was really, it relieved some of the swell in my inventory closet. And I just thank LB for all she says, on her video, she tells you to get to making concepts, put them together. Don't just say you don't have any room, or, you can't buy nothing else, or you steady buying stuff and you steady saying you don't have any room. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to make something. But I have been street vending recently anyway, just kind of being new and getting the feel of everything, learning how to set up my tent, learning how to communicate with people and, just talk to them and promote my business. Been making business cards, flyers, QR codes, because when the holidays come and price tags and all of that, so that's, I'm showing you the first one I finished, and so the second one I still have to put together. So now I put both of them together. Now it's time to get busy with the blanket, aka bear. I was watching one of the DC8 challenges, and what's her name? India. I think it's India. Anyway, she was fighting with that blanket. Y'all was giving her a hard time. So that's pretty much how it went for me too, because this thing here is actually seemed like it's bigger than a regular throw. So that's probably why the base of what I made was too small. You see how thick it is? I was like, dang, well, I hope I can roll this back up. And it has a hood to it. So that's what I'm showing you right here. That's the hood to it. Yeah, but it feels nice. I really like it. I probably need one for myself, like when I get out the shower or something. I've been wanting a terry cloth robe, but I think that would work great too. So if I ever catch another one on sale, I'll probably get me one. But this time I'm going to use both of those for this concept, and put it in the collection for the holidays or Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I had made a couple of the concepts that I thought of for my breast cancer uh, customers, gift givers, and they turned out really good. So this one here, I'm just getting some of that. When I cut that foam board, it kind of picked up some of the remnants from there, so I was just picking it off. And I'm trying to roll it as tight as I can possibly get it, pulling it and pressing it down and rolling it. Because I'm telling you, that thing is big. It's about as, I'm sure as tall as long as I am tall. It's really, it's a good piece of work. So anywho, so you see I tried to double it, and then I said, okay, I got to put the slippers in there. But I said, okay, I need to do it a little tighter, a little tighter. But and then I almost I probably did kind of forget how Claudia did it, and I wanted to put it up on YouTube on my computer, but I said, no, I think I'm just going to have to do what I can do, because I was not letting that bear go. Once I got it wrangled down, I was like, it ain't no turning back. It ain't no turning back, baby. We finna get through with this right now. But, thinking about doing the cap cut, I was gonna, you can record yourself in Canva, and then when you do your voiceover, you can pull up your prompter, and you can just kind of read your notes from there. But then I remembered that Canva, I think your videos can be no longer than 30 minutes. So I was like, okay. So I was just I still end up taking a longer time, because CapCut takes long. And by the time I realized I didn't have the voice on there and I couldn't just upload it to YouTube, I should have just did it in Canva anyway. Then once I put the video in there, I could have just, been doing like I'm doing now, talking the video. But the only thing about it, in Canva, you have to cut down and edit your video yourself. So by me trying to save time, I think I end up spending more time doing it. And one person showed me how to take the ending off a CapCut. You know how I tell you at the end of your video it says by CapCut. You can take that off of there in your settings. but I did something last time where I put it back on there by accident, and I was like, okay, I need to go find that lady's video, and because I did it as she was talking about telling you how to do it, and I was able to take it off because I'm not trying to promote anything for CapCut. And I don't know if y'all know about the update on the policy for CapCut, but in that policy, the user's policy, they're letting you know that they can take your video and use it any country, anywhere, anytime without your permission. And they pretty much own your video, the rights to your video, basically. And however they see fit to use and share it, they can. And that was another reason why I didn't want to do CapCut. But for the sake of this one video, I went ahead and did it today. That's a candle I got at Pop Chef, and that's on the last haul that they just had. And that candle was 30 cents because it was normally $3. That plate I got from Walmart at the neighborhood Walmart. It was 25 cents. Those blankets and slippers were donated to me by a beautiful soul who shall name nameless. Um, but so anyway, I was like remembering to take some of the tag verbiage off of there. That says mainstay. I didn't want mainstay on there, but I left the other stuff on there. What it's made of and all of that. So what I'm so thankful for Claudia coming up with this concept, because I'm like, those have got to go because the boxes are so big. And the boxes that they came in, the blanket, the wearable blanket came in, and the slippers, they have the window that you can see what's inside the box. I may turn that into a new something, packaging for another concept, because I haven't tried the bags with the windows and all of that. So I said that'd be fun to see what that box would look like if I wrapped it or whatever and added that window back in there and turned it into a whole nother concept. Or turn that box into a concept. Because I started to just, you know what, if I'd have known how big this blanket was, baby, I think I would have left it in that box. But I'm happy with the results. And it feels good to get something done that you set out to do when you set out to do it. But I knew the video was going to be a challenge because that's why I like to do shorts. I just put them up there. You know, I add a little something to them and it's over. But all in all, I'm learning. And these are the things that, you know, when you're in business, you have to stay current. You have to learn. You have to know what you need to do. And if you don't know it, you can always find out. Somebody's already doing it somewhere. So now I'm seeing, okay, I need some tape to balance this out. And yeah, so I put that on there, kind of pull it to anchor it to the plate and the backing. So I just pulled it to the end of my table so I don't get tape all over my table and stuff. So I didn't realize that slipper was slipping to the side, but it's okay. It still turned out good. You just have to get to the end to see it. But I'm good with the results of it. That's the fishing line that I use. I got that from Walmart. I think it's like $2. I got the thicker twine because I can see it better. I can feel it better because it's slippery when you're trying to work with it. And if you get the real thin one, you're going to have problems if you can't see anyway. So I'm wrapping that to anchor the blanket to the backing. Now see there on that plate, honey, you can't see that base nowhere. That blanket is so thick. I said, oh no, honey, this is not going to work. Let me tell you. I want to add the twine to the top, from the bottom to the top, to the back. And that's what I was doing. So like I say, that twine is real slippery. But once you get it settled, it works out good. I like it. The women in the basket community, they really are very knowledgeable. They share. They're very kind. And it's just a wealth of knowledge. You listen and you'll learn a lot. But for me, that's a challenge because, I listen. I'm a good listener. I do. That's one thing I do is listen. But when I'm trying to do something, I wanna hurry up and know it. So sometimes I have to yield, and I get frustrated because I just can't do it quickly right away. Uh, but if you don't give up, you can learn anything you want to learn. You can do anything you want to do. So I'm like, I know I'm smart. I am very smart, but I just sometimes you just want things to hurry up and get there. You want to hurry up and just get there, but that's not how everything works. I'm looking at this video and I'm like, okay, I didn't know it took this long for me to. I think it was kind of challenging me. That twine was challenging me because it had slipped from up under the plate, and I had to put it back in there, back up under the plate, and then add the tape or whatever. So now I'm cutting the remnants from the twine. I'm going to get ready to add some shred. First I'm going to put the tape down, then I'm going to add the shred. Put a little tissue up in there. Okay, so what I did, I cut the shred because that shred is long and it leaves little bits and pieces once you cut it, but that's okay. I just mix it up and add it with something else later. but I custom make the colors I like that. You got the pink, you got the white, but that plate, it kind of looked like a peachy, pinky color. So I put the little peach into I got the shred from Dollar Tree that has the white and the peach in it. And so I really like that. I've used it in a few other concepts. And I said that would be good with that. So, but to try to stretch the shred even further, I cut it as I go, depending on what I'm making and how much I need. So since I don't need that much, I cut it a few times. So to make it stick to the plate, I'm going to add some tape to the base of the plate. I was thinking about doing some fall crafts for vending. Uh, and not everything has to be, a basket. I was thinking about doing door wreaths, or I got some cookbooks that I could get those cutting boards, make something like that, gifts. Um, there's a lot of things I can do. I like to do a lot of different things. I love flowers. So I was thinking about doing candle holders with flowers, and then the candle. I got a lot of good candles from Pop Chef, all different sizes. And so maybe I'll do that. Go to Dollar Tree and get some leaves and flowers and things, berries and stuff, and add it. Make it look festive for the Thanksgiving holiday. finishing up. I found out how to add the music, if you wonder what happened. I'll tell you what, this video is too long to be talking the whole way through. So I found how to add the music. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to trim the shred, and after that I think I'm gonna just add see, that shred popped loose on me. So now I got to figure out how to, I'm gonna tape it down. So I bought that Lazy Susan from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put some on it. Maybe I put some of that, that shelf liner that's kind of rubbery. Cut out a piece of that and put it on the part that twirls around. Because that plate, I don't think the plate was touching the wheel. So I couldn't really use it. I couldn't turn it around the way it was supposed to be. And then when I did, the plate slipped off. So anyway, back to the drawing board on that. Well, I'm glad I got them because I had been looking for them, but they were all too high. I'm not going to pay $13 for that. But so as soon as I figure out how to balance it up, I'm sure it'll turn just fine. This is my first time using it, actually. I have a lot of furs in my life right now. So anyway, it's good. I hope y'all can't hear that music. I have to lower it a little more. Seemed like it was picking up on something. So see, the voice indicators kind of spike up. But I hope not, because I don't want to do this video again. Not because of that. Clean up my little area as I go. I cannot function if I don't do that. Yeah, so we're getting ready to add the flowers. So I got those flowers at Walmart. One day I went in there and on the clearance aisle, it was 25 cents. So I got all they had. And I said, these would be good for Mother's Day, but I've been using them for different things. So I'm glad I went to Pop Chef the other day because they had the beautiful, I can't think of the name of those flowers, but they were pink. And they were really full and really pretty. And I got those. I was so happy about that. And the stems on them, they're separate. So if you want to just pull them apart and use one and this, that, and the other, you can. I think it's like 6 maybe. I don't know how many is in a bunch, but and they are so pretty. So that was my first haul from Pop Chef. So I was really excited about that. I didn't know. When I heard LB talk about the 90% off, I didn't know what she meant until then. I was like, oh, I see now. She was not playing. 90% is good. It's way better than buy one, get one half off and all that. Now, I'm not knocking nobody that do, but the way my bank account is set up, I'm going to need the 90%. As much as possible. Because being new, I don't have anything, for as the basics. I'm having to buy the basics, and then I'm trying to catch the sales, and then I'm trying to just get in where I fit in for these holidays hit me. And I've been really blessed. God has really been blessing me. Because he'll just walk me up on something. I didn't even know what was going on. Next thing you know, I got a basket full of stuff and paid little money for it. He would definitely make your little much. He will stretch. He will multiply everything you have. And that's what he's been doing for me. I mean, tremendously. He's been moving in ways I have to say, I know that was God, because there ain't no way. There ain't no way. Without him, I couldn't do none of this. So, I'm so grateful. So I'm just kind of bending that back so that wire won't get snagged on anything. Just curling it in. And then I'm going to hook it to that ribbon that's going around the waist of the wearable blanket. So that wearable blanket was donated to me. The shoes were donated to me. The candle was, 30 cents from Pop Shelf. Those flowers were 25 cents from Walmart. The plate was 25 cents from Walmart Marketplace. And so yeah, I thought it'd be good to try this concept out that Miss Claudia showed us the other day. I really love her work. Like I say, this concept came from her, and I wanted to LLC it. I normally don't copy anybody's work or anything like that, but because I'm pretty creative myself. But honey, I have been trying to figure out what I was going to do, how I was going to do that, the blanket, the wearable blankets. Like I said, I only have 2 of them, so I was like, okay. When I saw her do that, I was like, okay, I'm on that. I'm gonna do that in the morning. And I'm so grateful that she did that. It really helped me a lot. Like I say, it freed up some inventory space that I didn't have. Well, JCD Hope, she says use your vertical space, right? And I did, and I have no vertical space left. Like I say, God has really been blessing me. So I take the nuggets that each one tell me, shares with us. And, you don't forget, because especially if you put it in use, you see it's useful, you see that it is helping you. And that's what I appreciate the most. They don't mind helping you. They don't mind keeping it real with you. They don't mind just sharing the wealth. It's no gatekeeping or anything like that. And that's good, because I'm a sharer. I'm a giver. I care, for people. Always trying to help. So it's good to see other people, out here doing that. Because me personally, I don't have nothing to gatekeep about. I used to be a wide open book, but now I'm a book that's a easy read. I ain't gonna say I'm wide open no more because, you know, God give you wisdom and common sense. But I don't mind sharing because if it can help one person, that's one person, you know, that's going to benefit, and it's good. So I'm adding my little flowers. So right there, I'm showing you, excuse me, I'm showing you I had put this bag over there. That's a shrink wrap bag I got from Hobby Lobby, but it's just not, just shy of being, I need about 3 or 4 inches on it so I could make the bow. So I turned it upside down to see if I could tape it under the plate, but it was still too short. So this is a shrink wrap bag, and I hate that I'm using it because I'm not going to shrink wrap this item. I'm not going to because uh, I've had a little few incidents with the little bears I try to put in my concepts, and you go to shrink wrap them. Like LB said, they be all bent down. You know, she do the little motion, how they be looking, and I just crack up laughing. So my bears was looking like that too. So I said, well, nah, I better not do it with this because this is all blanket, all shoes. So yeah, it's going to be crunched up if I put the heat on it. But as soon as I get me some more cellophane bags, I'll probably just replace it, take it off, and use that bag for something else. But for the sake of the video, I wanted to complete the look. Okay, so what I was doing, I forgot to say, the flowers. I had some mounting square, what do you call those things? The mounting tape. They're already cut out in individual squares. The foam tape is what it is. And so I was going to put glue dots on there, but I'm like, nah, I'm going to try these foam tape because I had bought a whole roll of it a long time ago when I was doing custom nails, press-on nails, and it would hold the nail in place while I design. But I said, well, I'm going to use it for see if it'll hold that flower in place, and it did. I really like it because sometimes the glue dot, to me, gets stuck off inside of whatever you put it on, you know, like those. I tried to put it on the shower puffs, you know, and it got lost in the sauce. So I said, well, I don't need to put that on everything. It got lost in the netting. Now right there, the darn tape up under the plate got stuck to the bag. And I'm trying to unstick it. Then the bag tears on me where the line is. I was like, oh no. Ain't nobody got time for that. So now I'm just trying to position it so I can get ready to put it in place. Now I'm gonna try and see if I can find the music again. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and say. So LBE was saying, you know, you gather the cellophane in the back and all of that. So I'm trying my hand at it. The little flower in the front wants to fold up on me, of course. I'm trying to make it lay down as I'm pulling the bag up. So, anywho. So, but I'm really liking how it's looking so far. I'm just happy to be done with this concept for is my space wise. I'm going to put it in my basket collection, my concept space. So I'm using a clip up there to kind of hold the cellophane in place once I get it how I want it. I should have just taped the bottoms first, but since I had never done it like this before, I said, well, maybe I'll just wait. Because I remember that, yeah, we say pull it up. Once you get it from the back, you pull it up. So I was trying to do that. That's the clip I used to hold it in place. Once I got the consistency I wanted, it's okay. So now I see right there where Miss Claudia was saying she sometimes she's smashed the flour down, or it'd be like causing the back end to lean forward a little bit. But I'm telling you, that plate, but I think it still turned out okay. But I kept having to readjust. Cause see, it's leaning forward a little bit. So, but once I got everything in there, I readjusted it a little bit, hoping it wouldn't pop off or nothing fall off. So I'm just tucking in the sides to kind of smooth out the sides, and then I'm gonna tape them down. Yeah. That's my little tape holder over there. It's really my tripod for my phone, but it has a dual use for me because I haven't got one of the tape dispensers yet for the big rolls. I want to get one. I saw them on Amazon, so I'm gonna order me one. But that do pretty good, except sometimes the tape roll up while you thinking you finna cut a piece. It's done already rolled up back up onto the roll, and you can't hardly see it. But then you have to stop what you're doing and get your tweezers and open it back up. And for that reason, I need a dispenser, tape dispenser, because that's time. Everything you do, if it's taking too much time, you have to find a way to narrow it down, because once you get rolling, you don't have time to keep stopping to do, these little things that eat away at your time. I was telling one lady that I counted the steps when I first started doing baskets. I counted 18 different things that I did before I got the basket completed, which was required. And I said, no, I think I can get it down to at least 7 steps. Because where I used to work, that's what I did. I packed and shipped boxes. And mine was always nice, as if it was a gift. And I could do 100 in one day. And it was same basics about placement and how it looks, to the customer. And so I was very skilled in that. But I said, baby, this basket thing is a little different. There's some things you're going to have to learn, you know. But it was the same, pretty much the same, though, for me. And so I said, well, I'm going to get the 17 or 18 steps down to 7. Then once I get down to 7, I'm going to reduce it to 5. But like the leaning of this, the backing and all of that, I have to get an understanding on that. So it's things like that. It's like slowing me down, but no worries. I will get it. And that blanket is so soft, you can't do nothing but push it forward. So, but like I said, I end up adjusting it, pulling it back. First, I was scared to touch it, but then I was like, you know what? If it fall apart, I'll just put it back together. Because I definitely like it. See, I'm pushing it now, so I done got a little brave. I said, well, I'm going to push it. So I pushed it. So it's looking a little better. So I still end up having to adjust the bag and all of that a little bit more. So then, to save y'all time, I just made my bow off camera because I don't have the wired bow. The darkest pink in there is a wire ribbon. But the other, which I learned from this lady, was it Never in a Million, or it was one lady who had a tutorial and she was telling you about all the different types of ribbon. And when I watched her video, I was like, oh my goodness, I got hair ribbon, I got different other ribbons, but not specifically for outdoor bow ribbon. So see those two ribbons right there, they don't have any wire. They're pretty much for bows for your hair. It's a sad one, and then it's the other one that a lot of people use for making hair bows. I said, well, if I just put it in the middle of there some kind of way, maybe it'll just complement the colors. That's all I was really trying to do. But once I get my stock up, I have the right type of ribbon. But I still think it served its purpose. So anywho, I was glad she did that video because I'm like, oh, okay. She broke it all down. She had all the different ribbons and what they use for. And she had the acetate ribbon that looked like satin that you can tear apart. She had a lot of things.